a chick, so say goodbye to everything you ever knew before. And I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
Hi, Your Highness.
Hi, Boot. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I am soaking up the setting sun.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
It's going to be a full
we haven't
moon
seen
tonight.
It in, like forever. Really?
Yeah, You better watch out.
Oh.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was good.
Anything exciting happen? Besides me?
No, I mean, you are the thing. Oh, we did see something that was absolutely fantastic. I forgot about this.
You saw it and shared it
across
with me.
the street from where I work is a body shop, and someone painted bitch with spray paint all over the side of some dude's truck.
Very large.
Yeah.
On a pretty decent, nice truck.
It was a nice truck, a Chevy truck.
It said, bitch.
Yeah, so we all had speculations, and
And guess what? I, of course, figured there was a jealous female involved. Mm-hmm. There were, thanks, ladies, there were 0 females involved in this situation.
This time.
So good job, ladies.
Yeah, what ended up happening is we sent one of our coworkers across the street to ask them what the story was.
And you knew that he was just silly enough that he would do it.
And he did. And they told him.
And he did. He just walked right over there. It was like, hey, what happened to that truck?
So what happened was the truck belongs to the owner of a company, and he had to let go one of his employees. And that guy had a bit of an issue with being let go.
I wonder why he was let go. Maybe he had a temper problem?
Something.
Issues following orders, maybe? I feel like we're going to be reading a story about that guy someday.
Very likely.
Yes. Well, I've been, besides writing, I've been binge watching Aaron Hernandez.
Yes.
And that is phenomenal. Do you know who he is, Ron? Boot?
Yes.
You do?
Well,
You
only because
fucking
you
lie.
explained it to me.
I had to explain it to you right before. You're such a liar.
I really don't know.
He's a football player who committed many murders and still played football. That's what I've been doing this week. Mm-hmm. We would like to welcome you guys to Michigan Murders and Music, where we discuss murders in this big, huge, beautiful state.
And then we top it off with a happy ending.
And a little homegrown music, meaning music from Michigan.
Thank you for letting us seep into your ears.
Your ear canals are very sensitive, and we are glad you're allowing us into them.
Who are we featuring?
This week, we're featuring Paper Lanterns, a great band. You can look forward to hearing them at the end of this episode.
We have to give an explicit content warning.
Oh, my gosh.
Because
always with the freaking warnings.
Well, it kind of makes sense. We have to do it. So if you find a mound of dirt in the backyard that is slowly getting bigger through the course of the summer, and then one day while doing laundry in the basement, you discover a sheet of plywood on the floor, and then when you lift the plywood, you discover a 10-foot deep pit. And
What the hell?
I know.
Firstly, your basement's got a
laundry room?
No, does the basement have a I wanted to say grass floor.
No,
dirt
concrete.
floor?
You have to actually...
Somebody broke up the concrete and put a sheet of plywood over it. Okay, go on.
And then when you lift the sheet of plywood, you find several pictures of your son's aunt, Cheryl, again.
Oh, actual photos this time?
Oh, yeah, still.
Oh, Aunt Cheryl is
in
not
her bikini,
gonna be,
in her one piece.
Oh,
several different
Aunt Cheryl
things.
is not going
She's
to
not
be
safe.
happy about this.
No, you got to call her up again.
Again?
and
Oh my
then call the police again.
For sure, you guys. This is time 2. Aunt Cheryl's in deep doo-doo. Man, that was some kind of explicit warning. Also, this is about murder, killing, disgusting stuff. I'm going to swear for sure.
Oh.
Say things like bitch.
You know, I'm
Shit.
glad that she admits to that because
Fuck.
otherwise she's like, no, I won't say those
I
naughty
also
words.
say completely inappropriate things that will offend somebody somehow. And I don't actually mean it. It's kind of a Tourette's thing that comes out. If you guys could do us a flavor like Faygo soda,
Fago.
Faygo pop,
Way to go,
soda
Fago.
pop.
That was their tagline.
It was?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Share us with a friend. It's the best way for us to get around so our boots can get under your bed.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Where are we off to today, Boot? Throw that hand up in the air.
We are off to several places, actually.
Michigan,
Within all... Here. Ow. High-fiving me. I'm trying to show you on my hand. Quit smacking it.
Smack that.
So...
Smack that.
We're gonna be mostly down the bottom of the thumb area and a little bit up into the bay area, which is in between your pointer finger and your thumb. Starting off, we're in Belleville, Michigan.
Yes, we are. We're talking about Raymond Lee Baily. Raymond Lee actually comes from the UP there, hey.
Yeah.
He's from a town called Kinross.
Kinross is halfway between Cedarville and Sault Ste. Marie, or as, you know...
Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, exactly. That's how us...
Murray.
Underpers? What do you call them? Lopers? Trolls?
the down
People
belowers.
under the bridge?
They probably just call us assholes.
Kinross has a population of 5,922 as of
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Okay.
Considering the city of
Feels
Wyoming
like
is
it
over
is.
70,000. That's just right down the street from us.
Wow. Kinross is actually next to a huge forest area that I really wanted to visit until I looked it up. It's called Delirium Wilderness. Tell me that doesn't sound super
I
cool
want
and
to check it
creepy.
out too, so bad.
I looked it up though, and it's definitely is creepy looking, but it's super swampy, and it probably has mosquitoes the size of penguins.
Yeah, small penguins. But anyway, it's in the Hiawatha National Forest area. It's thickly forested with swamp conifers, aspens, white cedars, red and jack pines. Dude, I don't know if I really want to go there. I kind of want to, but kind of not.
It says that you have to be kind of hardcore if you're going to go there.
So we're talking about Raymond Lee Baily.
Yes. Bailey had moved from the UP down to the southern side of Michigan, and he actually owned his own plumbing company, has not had a criminal past.
Raymond Baily has been engaged to a woman named Laura, but they broke up.
Yeah, it was said that their relationship was pretty rocky, and at one time they were engaged, broke off the engagement. Last October, Raymond was charged with assault and intent to do great bodily harm and domestic violence.
Unfortunately, Laura did not show up for the first court appearance, and the case was dropped.
Sadly, she failed to appear at the second court appearance for these charges.
And the charges were dropped again.
In my mind, thinking of a person who's a victim, I'm thinking he probably forced her not to go.
Made
Additional
death threats.
I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
my own personal opinion. So it was obvious that Laura was trying to get out of this toxic relationship, probably had more control over her than anyone wanted to admit. Part of the downfall was her not showing up to those charges, but honestly, they probably would have just slapped him on the hands. I don't think it would have done a lot to keep her from fearing her life.
For a good part of a year, Laura was trying to get Baily out of her life. On Saturday, August 15th, Laura was hanging out with her closest protectors, two of her cousins, Forrest and Neil, and her sister, Sarah.
Speaking from personal experience, when you're going through a separation of an abusive relationship, it's extremely scary. And to be home alone's not okay. It's really scary. those were her best friends. Those were her 2 cousins and her sister, and they were the closest to her, and they were there hanging out with her at her home, helping her feel safe, doing the right thing.
And I told you, Your Highness,
Yes.
before we even met, I had to put cameras around my house, and I nailed up plywood on my bedroom windows just to keep any...
Psycho
Oh,
X.
my God. That's a mess.
Who you barely even dated for very long.
under my blanket with me.
Yeah, it's
It was a
scary,
mess.
you guys. It's really, really scary. And I think
People are
that's
nuts.
why a lot of people just stay stuck in that situation. Sadly, the ex that Laura was dealing with was far past the abusive stage. I believe he just hit the rage stage. And that same day that Laura was hanging with her cousins, Raymond Lee Baily decided to take the lives of 4 people.
It's people that he knew. Bailey drove down the quiet dirt road during the day and then gunned his way through Laura's home.
Police did receive a 911 call from that household. It is not known by the public if it was someone who was able to live long enough to make the call or if Bailey himself made the call before leaving the house and going on the run.
It's hard to say. Sumter Township is a very small area, small
It's a little
population,
rural.
very rural. It's country, even though it's in Wayne County, which is where Detroit is too. It's outside the city limits for quite a ways, and dirt roads.
Dirt roads. When Sumter Township officers arrived, sadly, nobody was alive. Bailey's rampage having killed all 4 of the family members.
Sister Sarah was found on the back porch with 4 bullets, and one of them was at close range.
Laura herself was found in the kitchen with 7 bullets.
Forrest with a single gunshot wound on the couch.
Down the hall, his brother Neil was shot 11 times and 3 at close range. That's 23 freaking bullet wounds total. Who knows how many?
Which indicates that he had several guns or he had to reload at some point.
Yeah, I'm thinking
It's pretty messed up.
He had to have had several guns because
very
those were just
pre-planned.
actual wounds. There had to be shots fired that missed. I think. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely horrible. I can't even believe that someone would go from just like an abusive personality to just going in and gunning down a family of people.
Right. I know.
How do you go from that to that so rapidly?
So neighbors heard the gunshots, and they were kind of unsurprised by that because, living in a rural area, you hear gunshots and think that people are hunting.
Yeah.
And nothing typically happens in that neighborhood, so it's like, well, it's gunshots.
They heard shots, but yeah, they kind of figured it was hunting, but they were all completely shocked when they found out what happened because things like this don't happen in the area where they live. They happen south in Detroit.
Driving north, Bailey confessed to murders via text that he had done all this stuff.
Can you fathom getting a text from your, I don't know, say he's your son. It's like, hey, Mom, I just killed 4 people, including the woman I loved.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Or, I just murdered 4 people. What do you think I should do? Hey, brah. Hey, brah, what's up?
What a mess.
Nothing. What's up, yo, brah? Yeah, I just gunned down 4 people. Heading north. Mm-hmm. It's all good. Getting out of the hood.
So
what the fuck, man?
He was heading toward Bay City, but in the meantime, at some point, he was doing flips off the highway divider. You know those cement things?
Yeah. Another thing, could you imagine driving by and just seeing this wackadoodle doing flips and somersaults off of the freeway divider, trying to hurt himself?
Trying to hurt himself, which he did.
He did.
And he ended up in the hospital.
The police found his car abandoned in Bay City, which is, like you said, right in the thumb corner there. And that's about 2 hours north of
where
the scene where shit went down. Mm-hmm. He did turn himself into the police department with a friend, probably one of those friends he was texting. Was like, hey, let's
Yeah,
go ahead and
I'll
turn
help you
you
out,
in.
brah."
Let's come on over, brah. We'll go get a drink. And then he just slips him over to the police department. Don't know if that's how it went, but that's how I'd like to picture it. So
it's horrible.
The horror part of the story is over, although this family could not possibly ever be over this. They lost 4 family members at one time in a horrible, gruesome way.
And Bailey's a douchebag, and his antics are just beginning.
It's insane what this guy
Unbelievable.
tries to do. I think a lot of people do this in court. It's just entertaining to listen to his ridiculousness. Bailey's first court arraignment was via Zoom. He was lying in his hospital bed, and he had one of those big, like, plastic chest and neck braces on. And there was still blood in his nose, which I thought was kind of weird. Don't they usually clean you up a little bit? Maybe he didn't deserve it. Who cares?
He didn't deserve it.
He didn't deserve his nose to be cleaned.
So he's asking the judge to get a few days to get his things in order.
Yeah, listen to this.
Lieutenant, is broken, and I'm not really able to get around too well. I kind of need a few days to get some things in order at my place and some medical things, if that would be possible.
No.
Judge says, hell no.
Come on, dude.
That judge looks pretty hardcore.
He was a handsome-looking judge and did look badass. Mm-hmm. So the judge says no. The next full-on probable cause hearing was supposed to happen when Baily challenged the judge in regards to his lawyer. So here they are again. It's a Zoom meeting. There's a 4-split screen. Mm-hmm. We see the judge. We see the state's prosecutor. We see Baily in the corner of a jail cell or jail room. And then Baily's public defender.
Yeah, can I add something here?
No.
He is such a sly, stupid, fucking looking, just a douche bag.
Sly is too nice of a word. Slimy.
Yeah,
Slimy, mullet
douche
wearing motherfucker.
It is a remarkable mullet.
It's a beautiful mole, I must say. Doing the Zoom meeting, we've 4 of them on the screen. The judge is asking him questions about his lawyer, and Baily's being a snot to her. Mm-hmm. The whole thing lasted about 8 minutes, but 20 minutes was off camera with him talking to his lawyer. Let's listen to Baily whine a little bit about his rights.
Yeah, I paid an attorney $1,000 and got about 10 minutes to speak with them, and that was it. I mean, I was to the understanding that I had a right to an attorney, and I'm supposed to.
We have an attorney for you, Mr. Baily. I wasn't asking for a long, drawn-out scenario from you. I was asking if your family retained an attorney. So it's a yes or no question.
I don't know how to answer that question. I was a retained lawyer, but then I wasn't able to speak with him. So yes, I had a lawyer, and then I was denied time to speak
he has
with him.
not filed an appearance. That's my concern. And so we have to proceed.
I was told that I didn't have any more time. I was denied my right to my attorney.
Mr.
And
Baily,
so now I'm here, and I'm being forced.
Mr. Baily, I'm going to mute you if you don't quit talking.
That's fine. I don't have a voice anyway, so just mute me and do whatever you wish.
What a effing douchebag. That's fine.
I
I don't
love
have
that.
a voice anyway.
That'd be
so
great.
just mute me.
Hey,
He just killed 4 people.
I'm going to mute you if you don't shut up.
Okay,
Wouldn't that be great? You could just go, hey, motherfucker. She just set him straight. Mr. Baily, you do have a lawyer. She's right here on this Zoom meeting with us, douchebag. Stop sitting there with your arms crossed like a fucking snotty 3-year-old brat. Your greasy ass hair. Did you not take a shower in jail? Is your neck still hurt? I don't know.
God.
That's nobody's listening to me. I didn't get my time with my lawyer.
For me, I
And
just killed 4 people, and nobody wants to help me.
So the lawyer obviously was like, I'm not having shit from you. And it kind of ended with he refused to talk to the judge herself. And she said something like, I see what's going on here. He doesn't want to speak to me because he's throwing a temper tantrum.
Oh, yeah, a little
It was
pussy fucking
ridiculous.
cunt
So
dick.
when he got done from the off-camera conversation with his public lawyer that he had, they were off camera for about 20 minutes. They came back and she requested that he have a psych evaluation. A couple of things, like a criminal psych evaluation and something else.
I don't think he understands the charges that are being brought against him.
Well, actually, that's what they were going to try. Like, one of them was to...
No, he fully understands.
Yeah, he
but
does.
He's acting like...
Yeah. Well, this is what this reference is for. They want to find out if he currently understands his charges and if he understood what he was doing at the time of the murders. Obviously, come on, he doesn't even... This is ridiculous. This should not be... She should have said, no, he's obviously of sound state mind.
Oh, yeah.
He's not
He's trying
rambling
to
like
be
a
manipulative.
lunatic. He's just being a 2-year-old fucking brat crossing his arms and stomping his feet.
Oh, he's fully
But-
sound of his state of mind.
They send him, and he is getting looked at to see if he was in the right state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But Baily is still now facing 4 counts of felony firearms charges, 4 counts of first-degree murder.
The murder is the life sentences
Yes.
thing. Yeah. The
So-
firearms are, what, 2 years each?
I'm wondering, I didn't look into this, so I'm wondering if that did mean he had multiple firearms. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just curious. So as of August 2020, that's how it stands with Raymond Baily. I'm not really sure if anything else has happened. That's all I could find online.
It's still going on.
Court things are super weird to watch now. They're either through a Zoom meeting, which is difficult because there is delay in hearing issues, or everybody has masks on. It's just so fucking weird.
Your Highness,
What?
we need to revisit this one when we find out how he was sentenced, for sure.
Absolutely.
'Cause, yeah, we
Once
just don't know
we
yet. It
find out
happened
the
recently.
sentencing and if he has any more antics he tries to pull, like maybe he'll break a
douchebag.
leg.
Oh,
That's what's up with Robert Baily. I did hear a quote from Laura's family. I'd like to leave you guys with this quote. As the story continues to unfold of Laura's sustained and systemic terror from the hands of her abuser through the time of her murder in the slaughter of her closest protectors, Sarah, Neil, and Forrest, we beg our family's tragedy serve as your cautionary tale. And from Your Highness, I say, please, if you're in an emotional or an abusive relationship, reach out to anyone. Anyone. You do not have to live like that. I know that the story didn't end the greatest, but she took the steps that she needed to take to get away from an abuser.
be aware of the people you're around.
Yeah.
And
Just make sure you have support
away.
of all kinds and get
Yeah.
help if you can. It's a horrible situation to be in. So.
Your Highness,
Yes.
can
Do
we
we
end
have a
this?
happy
Oh my
ending?
God!
Oh my
please.
God! I need some music so
Oh.
bad right now. 4 people just wiped out of a family.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
We are
God, that
featuring
sucks.
a fantastic Michigan band called Paper Lanterns.
Such a great band. This
love their
band
stuff.
is out of Jackson, Michigan.
I had the honor of seeing them play once.
We did. This band consists of Colton Choate, guitar and vocals, Rocky Hutchins, drums and vocals, and Dylan May, bass and vocals. It's all about bass.
Yeah, these guys kill it.
The song
It's good.
is called Oregon Trail. Check them out on Bandcamp. You can buy their music there. Oregon Trail. Peace out. Have a great week. Nice job, Boot. Cheers.
Oh, thank you, Your Highness. Nice job.
I'm heading west, might not come back 'cause I'm sick of starting over. Holding my breath, I'm losing track again, I'm just getting older. I'll be okay if I
Thank you for choosing Michigan Murders and Music. Please rate the show wherever you listen. Michigan Murders and Music is produced by The Boots. Episodes are researched and written by Your Highness. Edited by Your Highness. Views and opinions are the sole stupidity of us and us alone. Don't blame others, please. Listening to this podcast could quite possibly cause major problems to your earballs and definitely will mess up your kids. Permission has been given to us by the bands, and we purchase our music on Bandcamp.com. Support your local music scene and all local music scenes.
Sound effects were used by Zap Splat. Thank you.